Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm talking again about the Datafrog SF2000. I want to share some things with the viewers. I had a couple questions, so I want to address those, and I wanted to talk a little bit of the things that I've missed in the last video. So first thing is that you can download your ROMs. You can download ROMs and then just install it in the ROM folder, or you can make a ROM folder and then you could add the games to the folder. So you don't need to sort it by whatever game type, so it doesn't need to be in a specific folder. It can all just be dumped into one, and the machine will actually pick up the right emulator for the ROM that you install. So here I've downloaded Shinobi for, this would be this regular Nintendo or the Famicom system, and I'm going to hit start, and as you can see here, it'll just load as is, and everything works fine. It's not like it's lagging. Everything is good here. I'm just demonstrating for you guys for a bit, so I'm not here to play it, but just to show you that that's all you have to do to install a game. So it's not very difficult at all. You just got to get your own ROMs. One thing is, like I said in the previous video, is I can't get the arcade ROMs to work because the file that they use on the game system for the arcade games, as well as the regular ROMs, they use a different file, so I'm not exactly sure how to go about making that file. So I can't get these games to work, although I really wanted to play Narc as well as WrestleFest, but I just can't get it to work. Maybe I'll look into that more and see how to get that to work. So going back to it, a viewer requested that if they could see what Pokemon games are on here. So the system already sorts out certain games, so you can see here they already have the main 4 Pokemon games, but they also have more in the back. Some of them are based off of the language, so it's the same game, it's just that one could be in Japanese, one could be in Chinese, one is in English, so you may have to go about sorting that out. So I'm gonna just go ahead and show you guys, or show that viewer who was interested in it. So you can see here for the Game Boy Advance, basically you have all these Pokemon games here. Like I said, some of them are based off a different language, so it could actually be the same game. And also they have for the Game Boy Color a bunch of games here. So, and if it's missing, like I said, if it's missing anything, you can just load it, so don't be afraid about that. Let's see here, let me just get out to the Pokemon games. Let's see, so as you can see here, you have a number of Pokemon games here, I believe. And then this is from the previous page, so you have all of these, and like I said again, some of them are just based off the language, so it could be the actual same game, it's just that the language is different from one to the other. So that's pretty much all you have for Pokemon games. The other thing too that I wanted to address was that in the last video that I made, I was saying that the system lags, and so the system, so a viewer, I'm going to keep their screen in private, left a comment saying that if you start the game and you back out and you restart it, then the game will play normally. So I want to show that to you guys, so that if you guys are interested in getting this, like I said, I'm not sponsored by anybody, it's really up to you. If you want to get it, you can always look online who has the cheapest price. I got mine from AliExpress, but you could get it from somewhere else that's always cheaper. I'm not, like I said, I'm not sponsored by anybody. So I'm going to show you guys what happens. It lags pretty heavily, so I'm going to focus in on the game machine. So as you can hear the music, it's lagging like crazy, and it's moving very bad. So like I said, the viewer left a comment saying that if you start it, quit it, start it again, and I was very happy to see this. So everything works normal. So that's all you have to do to get the games that are lagging. It doesn't work 100%. I believe there was a couple of games that did still lag, but this worked for at least Super Mario, so I could play that. Another thing that I wanted to address was that, so I've been playing game Breath of Fire, and I want to show you guys. So one thing that's a problem with this system too is that the system is unable to save your game data. So you could play a game, I'm going to turn down the volume, and it's just unable to save the regular way. So regular way meaning that, here I'm going to show you guys where is it. So if you load a game and you're trying to save it, like an RPG game where you can save by going to a save site, it does not work. At least it does not work for me. I'm not sure why. It could be because of the game file that they use, that it's not a standard game file. But as you can see here, there is no game file. And with Breath of Fire, once you start a new game, you type your name in, the game actually saved your status already. But this one, as you can see, it doesn't have anything, so I have to use the save state function. So, and then it will work fine. It's not really a big deal, and besides, I mean, it gives you the ability to save anywhere basically. But if you were to play games like Earthbound, for example, Earthbound's not on this machine, but you could install it. Earthbound has this thing whereby if you play too long, it'll keep reminding you to turn it off. So if you're using the save state, because it's simulating that you never turn it off, it'll just keep telling you that you need to turn off the game machine basically. So that's one issue that you may encounter. Another thing that I encountered, not a big deal too, because you have the arcade version, but with Forgotten Worlds on the Mega Drive or Sega Genesis, it does not load. So the arcade version does load and it's fine, but for the Mega Drive version it does not load, and I'm going to show you guys that for whatever reason. So if I start it, it'll act as though it's loading, and once I hit start here, oh, is it working now? Oh, I guess it is working. How odd. No, see, there it goes. So it will just go automatically to game over for whatever reason. So whatever reason that happens, I guess I could try to reinstall the ROM and see if that works. No matter what you do, you could change the settings here or whatever, and it's not like I'm hitting some kind of magical button here to do that, but it'll just flash, and no matter what you do, it'll get here and then just flicker and then go to game over. So that's another issue if you guys are trying to play Forgotten Worlds on this game machine. It will work, like I said, through the arcade version, but like I said, with the arcade version you're unable to spin. So basically the game, you're not playing it, you're really just playing it just to kind of just go through the motion kind of thing, just to kind of play it automatically. So here I'm just demonstrating that it does work on the arcade, and it's not going to stop. But as I said in the last video, you just have no ability to spin. So that's the only issue there. So that's that. And other than that, I didn't really encounter any other issues. I haven't played every single game yet, obviously, but I am slowly starting to play other games. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys. This is a part 2 video of this SF50 Data Frog game machine. It is a very good purchase if you're just looking at some simple retro games. Obviously it does not play PlayStation, does not play Dreamcast games or things like that, but it is decent for regular Nintendo, Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance games, arcade games. So if you guys are looking at this, definitely I give it a big thumbs up compared to the other game machine that I showed the last time. So like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.